It is currently 14 degrees outside, and it feels like 8 degrees. Boy, is that cold. Good morning, everybody. It's looking like my regular camera is not going to get fixed anytime soon. Hi! So I'm going to have to get a new one. So in the meantime, I'm just using my phone for the next little bit. So we're just going to have to deal with the poor quality of video and sound for the next few days or possibly weeks. As you can see, the snow has stopped. The sun is shining. It's supposed to warm up to 32 degrees today. Then it's supposed to get into the 40s and 50s over the next few days. So the storm part is officially over. But the aftermath of the storm, all this snow, is going to be around for at least today, possibly a few more days too. So I'm thinking of filming until the aftermath is gone mostly as well. A family member has very kindly offered to milk for me this morning, so that means my chores are a little bit quicker. So I will take you along with the chores I do. But right now, the garage door is frozen shut again, so we're going to have to fix that. We didn't even close it this time, so that I wouldn't do this, but it doesn't look like that worked enough. Let's see, maybe we need some hot water. Okay, after kicking it a few times and then yanking really hard, we were able to get it open. Oh my gosh, okay, we're ready. There you go. Now let's see about the barn door. I was having trouble with it last night. Oh, that was so easy. Hooray! Hi, everybody. I'm not doing you guys yet. I was just making sure your door was open. Sorry. But then it's having trouble shutting, so sometimes I'll close it and then it'll not close and then the goats could escape, so I just have to make sure I can yank on it and it won't open. One good thing about having all this snow is that our dog Roxy is able to be out and not locked up during the day. She still has not learned how to behave properly around chickens, but because there's so much snow, the chickens don't want to come out at all, so we've just been leaving them in the coop, not letting them come out. So with the chickens not out, she's fine to be around all the other animals because they're locked up. So she's been able to be out day and night, so she's really enjoyed that. Are you enjoying the sunshine, Angoras? You enjoying it? It's so nice, isn't it? Looks like some snow got in your food and water bowls. So I will fix both of those and then come right back. So the first day of the snow, oh, that's better. These were frozen shut. But then I broke the ice and it was fine. And yesterday it was all fine. But this morning, this one was having trouble. So hopefully we continue to not have issues instead of having issues. I guess all this stuff is going to be melting a little bit, so we might have problems. Oh, look. It's liquid. It's liquid over here. It's slowly melting. It's turning from snow to ice. It's still really cold. So hopefully all this melting turns everything liquid, but it doesn't refreeze or anything like that. Because if everything starts melting during the day and then refreezes at night, that's just going to cause the ice to be a problem all over again. We've already dealt with that on day one, so we'll have to see how that goes. But it looks like my idea of feeding less twice a day rather than more once a day worked. The Angoras were able to eat all their food instead of yesterday when they had some left over that got snowed on. So I'll continue to do that through this. Roxy is trying ever so hard to get at these rabbits, and they don't even care. She's yipping at them, trying to bite them. But they are past caring. Oh no! But all of a sudden they're looking really skinny. This guy's looking really skinny. That one over there. And where's the fourth one? Oh no, where's the fourth one? There should be 4 of you black ones. I don't see him back here. Maybe he's up there somewhere. I see 1, 2, 3. And then 4 is Ronwin. Is he snuggling somewhere else? Like in between those two or something? I can't tell. For a while, they were all doing really good and not getting any more skinny. I can't really tell if they're all huddling and not moving because they're cold or because they're sick and lethargic. It could be either or some of both. But it looks like the overall tractor itself is doing really good. It stayed on the cinder blocks, and I added this little bar to kind of help keep it from tipping over. Looks like most of the snow is falling through. And like no one got their foot caught in the wire. This wire is a little big to be floor wire, but this is really all we have. Nothing we can really do about it. So I was a little bit worried about that, but it doesn't look like anyone got their feet caught or anything, so that's good. But it does look like some more snow has covered up this. This like seems to be the trouble point. So I'll get some hot water and see if we can open it. Oh my gosh, yay, that was so easy. Their hay level looks good, and I got them some water. They did not move their heads when I was pouring it, so their faces got all splashed. They look kind of mangy right now, but they're thoroughly enjoying their water. They still have hay, their poop, and the extra hay is falling through the wire and not getting caught in the snow. So overall, I'd say they're doing pretty good, even though they do look kind of skinny. Hopefully they can make it through this cold spell and continue to live and become one of our breeding bucks. That's their eventual purpose. Whoever survives the sickness will become a breeding buck to replace Ronwin. Okay, the outside of the barn animal chores are done. Now we get to be in this nice, snow-free barn. Doing animal chores in the barn is so much easier than doing animals that have snow all over their stuff. The goats look like they still have plenty of hay, but it does look like I will need to scoop all the poop and the hay into a pile. Right now I'm just piling it up over here. All this bedding is going to eventually be mulch for the garden, but you can't really mulch the garden right now because it's like covered in snow. So for now, until the ground is thawed enough that we can continue to weed the garden and add mulch, it's just sitting in a pile over here, and some over there as well. So no hay, yes, scoop the barn. And then water looks like has finally frozen a decent amount. Let me see if a hammer can fix that. Last night I showed you guys my rabbit water hammer, but it can double as a goat water hammer just as easily. So the ice isn't really that thick, just not thin enough for me to break with my hands. Would you stop buying? Would you please stop? I guess that's a no. Sorry guys. Okay, so that's pretty good. Then I'll add some warm water as well. There you go. That should be good for quite a while. You want to come drink? I got you some good water. No? Okay. Looks like their minerals are still full from last night, so that's good. We have kelp and salt. Just finished scraping, and their food and water is good, so the goats are done. You guys are done. Time for the rabbits now. You're done, yeah. Well, this morning of rabbit chores is already starting out on the right foot. None of the remaining 3 little girls have died. They all look good. No one's being super skinny. I mean, they all kind of look a little skinny, but not remarkably less so than last time I saw them. And they're all acting pretty normal so far as I can tell. So that's really good. Then where are you, Acrobat? Acrobat's acting completely normal. She's a little skinnier. Can you see? She just looks kind of skinny, but she's still acting okay, so that's good. Through the course of this storm, we've had a little piece of ice freeze to the cinder block where their water is supposed to go, and it's like frozen there so much so that I can't get it off. So I've been having to put their water in regular places, but it freezes so fast that it usually doesn't have time to get really dirty, so that's okay. Hopefully this melts off soon though, once the weather starts warming back up, so we can go back to our regular putting their water on the cinder block. And with a simple giving of water, these little girls are now done. Their hay is still good, and their bedding is still good. They're all alive, all looking pretty good. So I will now go to the big colony, which is going to be quite a task this morning. Because, as you guys know, I have not taken the waters inside to defrost at all. Through this time, I've been able to just keep adding water to the ice, keep breaking the ice, and filling it up with water about like halfway, and that's been working so far. But now we have reached the point where I've filled it up as far as I can go, and all the ice is a really thick layer that not even a hammer can break. So I'm going to have to go inside and do a huge defrosting session to get all of the ice out so I can start afresh from scratch and keep filling it up. Sometimes I'm able to go an entire storm without bringing these inside. They're really heavy and hard to manage, but it looks like this storm that's not going to be the case, so I'll go do that not very enviable task and come back. Oh my gosh, that took such a long time. The ice was so thick it took forever to finally thaw all the way out, but as you can see, the rabbits are really enjoying drinking their hot water. Not sure if you can tell, but the water is steaming. There's steam coming off up the water because it's so cold outside and the water is so warm. But it's not too warm to like burn the rabbits or anything, so that's good. It's like the perfect combination between warm, but not too warm, but not too cold. And because yesterday I put down a fresh layer of bedding over here, I can go back to my really quick and easy moving the old hay onto the little bit of poops to keep it nice and clean. And it looks like I could probably fit another flake of hay in there. There's like 2 little flakes. I could probably fit a third one. Yes, I was able to fit another flake of hay in there. Okay, now that their water and hay is done, let's check the nest boxes. I realized I forgot to do that last night, so I had to come out later off camera and do that. But let's check nest boxes, and then we'll be done with the big colony as well. Nothing, 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 nothing. And then these 2 nest boxes, I'm so glad there's nothing in either of them because they're full of snow. I have plans to rearrange several things in here, so I'll move those nest boxes from that spot, and that won't be a problem next time we have a huge cold spell with a whole bunch of blowing snow. But I will make sure to change those things, because that is not good. If there were babies in there, they would be dead, most likely. So I believe all the animal chores this morning are done. I will probably come check back midday and refill their waters like I did yesterday. Hopefully today, though, I'll actually be able to film it. So I will see you guys in a few hours. It's now a few hours later and time to do the midday check on the animal waters. Okay, it looks like this water has a little bit of ice, but it's almost empty. This water is about half full. And the ice isn't that bad. I'll leave this one, but then this bowl I'll fill up again at the spigot. If these Angora waters are any indication, hopefully this means that this could be the last day I have to come out midday and check their waters. It's supposed to be even warmer tomorrow, and you can already see some things are beginning to melt. So hopefully soon we'll be able to go back to just morning and evening chores instead of morning and afternoon and evening chores. Oh my gosh! The tractor water isn't even frozen at all. That's awesome! Yay! While we're over here, though, I do need to do a bit of explaining about the rabbit tractor and the rabbits in it. You may be noticing there are only 2 rabbits left in there who are black kits, and then there's Ronwin. I still am not able to find that 4th kit. We couldn't find him last night, and now this morning I can't find where he went. I guess it is possible, like as I was opening the door, doing chores, he jumped out or something, though I find that unlikely, since the dogs would have probably found him and chased him. What I think is more likely is that he passed away from sickness in their little hidey house thing that I have. It's kind of up here in the back. I've tried to look in there and I can't see anything, but it's kind of hard to see and it's dark in there, so it is possible he's in there, but I'm really trying and I can't see anything. So I don't know, he kind of disappeared, so that seems the most likely option though. So that accounts for the 4th one, but then the 3rd one, who now we're down to 2 black ones, we used to have 3. Later this morning after chores, I was called out here because one of the black kits had broken their back or their legs were not working or something. I came out and it was trying to walk around, but its 2 back legs were dragging behind it. Not sure if that was caused by sickness or a random freak accident, or if the bigger than usual wire on the cage floor, like he got his legs stuck in the wire and broke his back that way. Or Roxy, our dog, she was kind of going crazy over these rabbits. I don't know if she was able to like get his feet through the wire and break his back that way, or like break his feet. We don't know what was going on, but just in case, we have locked Roxy up. She won't be let out until the tractor is back on the ground. So we are now down to, I guess, 1 black kit, 1 black steel kit, and Ronwin. Let's check in the barn. I have to remember to close it super hard. Yeah, okay, it's closed. Okay, thin layer of ice. There you go. There's some good water. And without even having to go in the colony, I can already tell that their water, there's like a tiny bit of ice on some places, but it's mostly liquidy, and they'll be able to easily break the ice if it's not broken already. And that's also the case in this little girl's pen. and all 3 little girls look healthy and good. Yay! So this is a very easy, quick check on everything. Everyone's looking good, their waters are good, minimal freezing. And let's check on Acrobat. Looks like she is acting normal and fine, so that's good. She still is looking skinny, but it's not acting weird or lethargic or anything like that. So I'm going to head back inside now. I'll check back on you guys this evening for evening chores, and hopefully this will be... It is now nighttime, and sadly, as predicted, the snow has melted and refrozen. So some parts are snow, but some parts are ice mixed in with the snow. So that's going to make everything that much more hard and slippery. So I'll have to be extra careful as I walk. Looks like your water is empty again. Oh, wow, look at that. It's like icicle all attached to the cage. And then all the snow on here is melted into ice. Yeah. Oh, good. Your food bowl is dry and empty. We'll get more water. Hooray, same with this food bowl. And then your water is about half full of ice. And it looks like even though stuff is melted, it hasn't melted enough for me to finally be able to put this flap back to where it's supposed to be. So poor Jolty, she'll be stuck with a little skylight until things melt further. Okay, tractor rabbits, how are you guys doing? Looks like you still have some good hay. That's good. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh, isn't this the most happiest thing you've ever seen? Look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that. That was so easy. And their water was super easy to de-ice. We're just gonna put some more in. There you go, good boys. Fresh water for you. And as you can see, they're having no problems with the poop or hay falling through the wire. And I really tried with a flashlight to look in the little hidey house thing to see if there was a dead kit in there that I couldn't see before. But I looked everywhere. With a light, it was much easier. I saw every little inch of that place, and I didn't see any dead rabbit. So it must have gotten out somehow when I was, like, opening the door one time or something. I don't see how else it could have escaped. Both 2 remaining buck kits are looking kind of skinny. Ronwin is looking not super bad, maybe a little skinny, but not as bad as the other 2. So hopefully they make it through. Oh, and here's another little icicle. Isn't that so fun? So far, we've had no problems with doors freezing shut. Okay, it looks like the goats need more hay. I'll get that real quick. Make sure to close it all the way. There we go. And their water looks about empty. It's a little dirty in there. Maybe I'll hammer some of the side stuff off. Well, it wasn't easy, but I was able to get most of the ice out of there. So now the goats have free access to fresh water without having to go through the ice. Let me fill this up again and get them some more. Okay, it looks like the little girls need more water, some more bedding, and more hay. You guys, isn't this the happiest sight? Look at that. It's half full of water that has no ice in it. We'll just fill it up all the way. That was so easy. And it makes me even more glad that I can just come to expect more waters to be like that and not super icy and difficult to do in the coming days. Hi, kitty. Hello. How you doing? Oh, what a cute little yawn. How cute. All three little girls are done. They have fresh bedding, fresh water, and fresh hay. They're all acting normally and looking no different than they did last time I saw them. No one is suddenly more skinny or acting strange, so those are all good signs. Are you ready, Big Buns? You ready for your nighttime chores? I see something else super happy. There's like a very, very thin layer of ice on these. But look how easy it is to just top them off a little bit. And same here with this other one. And as I've been coming in and out so far, I'm noticing that over here looks a little poopy. So a quick layer of straw will fix that pretty easily. There we go. That is much, much better. And then we have a similar problem over here. And that also requires a similar remedy. Then once again the problem is solved. Everything looks much more clean now. Then their hay is still pretty full, so I don't have to do anything with that tonight. And it looks like finally the snow has melted on the table enough so I can scoop the poops off again. It's been a while since I've been able to do that. I was able to get most of the poops off, but there are still some stuck in the ice, but most of them are gone, so that's good. Then with what little straw I have left in the barrel, I'll cover this area with a fresh layer of bedding. Since the snow has started to melt, I'm noticing some poop build up there, so I will soon fix that. I finished checking the nest boxes and there are still no babies, which is expected but sad. Then all 4 rabbit groups are done, and all I have left to do with the goats is their dewormer. And the goats right now in this lighting look really weird. Their eyes are like glowing. It's kind of creepy. I am back with the dewormer balls. The goats are going crazy. One for Tessa. One for Keely. Miss Penny. There you go, Penny. Then Millie. She's the bottom of the pecking order, so I'm not surprised she's always last. There you go. So easy. I'm sorry there's no more. No more. Thank you all for joining me as I did yet another day of our animal chores. Hopefully the day is not far off that we stop doing this because the weather warms up and the snow melts. But I believe we at least have 1 more, if not 2 more days of this little mini series. So make sure to look out for some more upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.